8 o'clock, storms are moving across central Ohio this morning. There is now a 10 weather impact alert in place for that morning commute. It's great to have you with us this morning for 10 TV News. This morning at 8, I'm Colin Dorsey. Tracy has the morning off. Now, because of that alert, we want to start right away with the forecast. Meteorologist Meredith Garfalo has been tracking this system as it really started first moving through the area, about an hour and a half ago?
Yes, and we've been watching it. When we got in and we were on the air for you at 5 a.m., it was very busy down near Cincinnati. It picked up speed, it intensified, and we did have a severe thunderstorm warning earlier for eastern Franklin County. That was at 7 o'clock. It has since been expired. That cell has weakened. But just so you know, for the next hour, I'm keeping that 10 weather impact alert in place. So you know it's going to be for that heavy rain. It's going to be for storms passing through with very dangerous cloud-to-ground lightning. So we're likely going to continue to see those roads be very slick, pounding of water on the roads. Hydroplaning, very likely when you start to get some of that standing water. But here's our live radar right now, just to give you an idea of what we are looking at here in the metro and some of the outlying areas, because the worst of it right now is actually in Licking County, and you can see that does include Newark. So I do want to give you a little bit of a closer look to see what's happening here. If I zoom in for you, Pickerington, Pataskala, Groveport, Whitehall, Gahanna, Columbus, all the way up to Upper Arlington, Worthington, and parts of Dublin and Hilliard. Pretty heavy downpours that are happening there right now. If I go a little bit further to the north, you can see that Delaware County, we do have some moderate to heavy rain that's happening for you. If we keep going up to the north, this is going to include Waldo as well. As you get over toward Chesterville, parts of 71. If you're trying to get out of town and go out on 71 north, you're going to run into some heavy rain still. Then we go down to the metro and zoom in a little bit quicker here. You can see on some of the outer belt, and Bree will talk more about traffic in a few minutes here, but Whitehall, Reynoldsburg, Bryce, parts of 270 to 70 to 670 near the John Glenn International Airport. That's where we are seeing the heaviest rain. Still some lightning out there. That's near Glenford and Somerset. Buckeye Lake, we're still getting some strikes. Remember, if you can hear thunder, that means lightning is close enough to strike. And that means just stay indoors. Wait about 30 minutes. That's a good amount of time to let the storm pass. But Newark, you've got some pretty heavy rain all across the city, up to St. Louisville, Utica, even into Centerburg and parts of Mount Vernon. Bus stop forecast, well, you guessed it. It's rainy now, but it'll be rainy a little bit later as well. As you can see, even though this round is moving out, we are still looking at some scattered showers and thunderstorms for the lunch hour and heading into the early afternoon. So I'm going to be following this for the next hour. We'll talk a little bit more about that hour-by-hour forecast, especially those going to Bruno Mars like Bree. I know she wants to know about that forecast, but right now she's got some breaking traffic updates. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you. 8:02 right now. It is the heart of rush hour, as we can see. And as you can also see on the screen, this is 270 at 3:15 on the north side of Columbus. It is really busy out there. As I mentioned, a lot of people heading out the door right now to work and to school. You have the wet roads out there, not making things any better. Very slippery and wet, as I mentioned. So, of course, it is causing some issues for many of us around the metro this morning. We have about 6 or 7 different crashes we're following for you. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Starting over here just outside of Franklinton, there's a crash on 70 in that westbound direction. It also involves a semi too at that 40 West Broad Street area. That left shoulder is currently blocked. That's not too bad when it comes to traffic. Here's one of my main concerns. Right here, this crash, as you can see, just as you're heading towards Linden, passing the Ohio Expo. It's happening on that 71 northbound direction, passing 17th Avenue. That left lane for you is blocked. Looking at a 7-minute delay so far coming in from the downtown scene all the way heading towards that north side of Columbus. Over here, east of Columbus now, here we go. This is outside of Gahanna, 270 southbound at 62 eastbound. A crash out there. That left lane is also blocked for you. Now towards our southeast Columbus area, we are seeing another crash. 33 eastbound at Petzinger Road. That right lane is blocked. Getting really slow, about a 6-minute commute, 26 miles per hour for your speeds. The backups now extending, even passing that Hamilton Road area once again on 70 in that westbound direction. Definitely take 40 if you can, especially if you're heading downtown. Staying in that southeast Columbus area, as you can see just outside of Bryce, there is another crash, 270 southbound passing 70. Expect some lane closures out there this morning, and definitely make sure to go slow. Lastly, this latest one into our system in New Albany, it's 161 westbound, just just beyond Mink Street, right after 62. So expect some lane closures and some restrictions out there as well. 30 miles per hour for your speeds. We do not like to see that, unfortunately, on this Wednesday. We also don't like to see how busy just this entire big map we have, our time saver traffic map. Lots of different colors going on. Slower road conditions, of course, as many people make their way out the door, as I mentioned. So, of course, if you're doing so, make sure to go slow. Avoid any hard braking, especially on those curves and ramps. And lastly, leave plenty of space between yourself and other cars around you. You're not the only ones out there on the roads. Colin?
All right, and as we've watched the storms move through the area for the past hour, we do have live team coverage out for you on this weather alert day, tracking what that means for your commute. So we do want to get you out on the roads this morning. 10 TV Amy Steigerwald, she's live for us on 315. You just passed Henderson Road about a minute or so ago. What's it like out there?
Yeah, it's pretty bad, Colin. I'm not even going to lie. We have been driving around for quite some time. Like you mentioned, we're on 315 right now. We just passed Henderson Road. And just to give you an idea of how slow we were going from the north side of 270, right at that 270-315 split, to get down to where we're at right now, which is right around North Broadway. You can see we're approaching that exit here. Probably took us close to 10 to 15 minutes, and if you drive this route regularly, maybe a 5-minute commute on a typical day. So definitely a lot slower and a lot more congested. We were up in Dublin about a half hour ago. The rain was very intense up there at times. We saw some decent ponding on some of the side streets up there as well. Main roads like Riverside Drive and Sawmill are looking pretty dicey as well. A lot of slow moving traffic just because those that ponding on that road is slowing things down. Again, things definitely a lot slower, and you can see the rain coming down. Our windshield wipers have been moving nonstop since we hit the road. And again, we've been in a couple of different spots and we've seen pretty much the same driving conditions. So if you do have to head out this morning, just be mindful that things will be moving a little bit slower at time to your commute. We did see a crash on 315 that we passed just a few minutes ago as well. Just a couple of small issues crews are working to clear up. So be mindful of that. And it is getting windy at certain times. Up in Dublin, it was a little worse than where we're at right now, and it's a little bit later down here, but it was a lot darker when we were a little bit further north. So just know that that is kind of what you'll be driving into as you head out the door this morning. We'll remain on the roads. We'll let you know if anything really serious does pop up. But for now, just be careful out there. I'm going to send things back to you, Colin.